Hey everybody, welcome back to Airsoftology Mondays, the show that answers your questions, helps you out in a pinch, and also tells you how to build the sleeper gun of the century. I'm your host, Jonathan Higgs, and welcome back to another fantastic show. Thank you all for coming, hanging out, and spending your Mondays here with me, or Tuesdays, or whenever you watch this show. But it does release every single Monday. If you guys don't know, this is the weekly Monday show. And if you're new here, I'd love to have you subscribe. So just mash that subscribe button right below this video, or right over here in this corner. There should be one kind of hiding out in this area, and get you all subbed in so you don't miss out. And like every week, this show is full of your questions and actually your video recommendations now too. So remember, if you guys want to get a video of the week in here, if you have got a funny one you found across the web, put that below, as well as your airsoft questions, and vote up your favorites. Those get on the show, and be persistent. If I don't get them answered this show, I'll get them answered in the next one. But enough of us kind of laying out the rules of the land. Let's dive on into what you're really here for, and that is your questions in the Palco mail call. Tony Largaspada writes, "Hey John, love the show. I was wondering if there was ever a time where you didn't call your hit." I will absolutely positively tell you, I've been on the field many times where I've not called my hit because I probably haven't felt it. Have I ever been shot knowingly and not called it? No, because that's like the worst thing in airsoft, right? You get hit, you call your hit. In my mind, sometimes I feel like I'm slow to call my hits. Then I watch my video back and it's like, boom, hit. So I think, you know, that whole time slows down when you play thing takes into effect. Sometimes that happens. I'm like, boom, oh man, I was super slow to call that hit. But then when you watch it back, it was like a second or less than a second from when the BB hit and my hand goes up. It's like, oh, well, in replay, watch it in the video in real time, it was pretty quick. But it's kind of like that bullet time in Max Payne, or, you know, you can slow down. I know I'm showing my age now if I'm going back to Max Payne as a video game reference. But where I've ever called my, or not called my hit knowingly, like, boom, I took the hit, kind of did the look or the BB dance, and then we're like, I'm going to keep playing. No, because that's the worst thing. I mean, this game, this horse sport, this hobby, horps, the way I tried to say there, the sport is all about being honorable and calling your hits. That is the core of it, not calling someone else out, and make sure you do call yourself out. So that I would absolutely positively never do knowingly. But has there been times where I've probably been running across the field full steam and like that magic BB from 220 feet lobbing in hits me and I don't feel it? I'm sure that's happened. I'm positive that's probably happened. Haven't felt it, didn't hear it, wouldn't know it, and of course I wouldn't call it then because I just didn't hear or feel it. And I'm sure there's probably somebody on the other end of that gun going, dude, I saw it, I shot you, man, I got you on film or whatever. But I would never, ever, ever not call my hit knowingly. So, has it happened? Oh yeah, I'm sure. I don't know when because I'm sure it's happened in one of the situations, but have I not done it knowingly? No way. So there you go. Ramon Caesar writes, have you ever used 3D printed parts, sights, rail covers, flash hiders, mag receivers, etc.? On my gun, not specifically. They are out there. I know there's a lot of them, but I use them quite a bit. My GoPro mounts are all Brain Exploder, and he does 3D printing on all of his products. So yes, do I use 3D printed products? Every single time I go play is the answer to that one. So absolutely. And they hold up very well, actually, if you get them done. His are through a Shapeways store. I think Shapeways does a fantastic job with their printing. I've only had a couple of them, like them taking some nasty, nasty hits, and I've got some cracks on them, and I'm able to super glue it back together, no problem. Do I know people have used them for like foregrips and things like that? Sure, and they've held up. I mean, mine, I've got my reverse cam mounts right there on my rail, and it's for my GoPro Session, and it holds up just fine. In fact, my GoPro Session has probably at this point, especially after the last game, 20 BB hits in the back. I mean, trust me, this sucker's not waterproof anymore. That back door, the metal on it is just dented because I use it for reverse. It's just dented to crud from all the hits I've taken from CQB. But the mounts held up just fine. So yeah, I mean, if you're into getting some 3D stuff printed, I think it should hold just fine as long as you use a good printer like Shapeways or something higher end and not some of the cheaper stuff that may not hold up as well. Icefire writes, hey Jonathan, my field is now only letting us use tracer units or certain colored BBs for cheating because of weight, but they said I'm able to put a tracer unit in my Aries Amoeba AM013. Is that possible? Thanks, love the show. So let's answer your question directly. Then I want to kind of get into the broader scope of this question because there's something else going on here. Yes, you can. It's a little hard to get the suppressor. If you guys don't know, the AM013 is the Amoeba. It's the Honey Badger, or not a Honey Badger gun. In fact, I did a review on it not too long ago, or actually quite a while ago. It's been well over a year now that I think about it. Time flies. The way they put the suppressor in the barrel, because it's recessed, you can get to it. You have to take the rail off, you have to heat it up, but you can get that off. It is counterclockwise threads, just like normal, but it's just really glued on there like super duper hard, but it is possible to get it off. So that's the answer to your question. If you're not comfortable, because this one's going to be a tough one, go with the tech, get it off, but yes, it is possible. The other thing is this. I've been seeing a lot of fields start to work this way in airsoft. People cheating because of BB weight. It started with a couple fields that I know of, really around the HPA thing, but even before that, there was a field in Florida that went in limited BB weight because people complaining about getting shot with heavier BBs because it hurt more. Remember, your FPS doesn't change. If you're shooting 400 with a 2 in 0.20 gram BB and you put a 0.40 gram BB in there, you're probably shooting 210 feet per second. It's joule, it's energy transfer. There is a bit of what they call joule creep, and I've been using a lot of the air quotes here recently. But joule creep is as you use a heavier BB in a gun, but it still retains some energy, higher energy than you would have equivalent at the field limit FPS, let's say 400 with a 0.2 gram BB. Is more notable in gas guns and HPA guns. So you've seen guns like Polar Star users that want to bend the rules take advantage of this loophole, which field owners thankfully are closing. So they're going, okay, I'm gonna go chrono my gun with a 0.20 gram BB. I'm at 400 feet per second, I'm good to go. Then I go get my 0.36s or 0.40s and put them in there, and I'm shooting the equivalent, when you do the math and the magic calculations and all that, of let's say 475 with a 0.2 gram. So you are absolutely cheating the energy. So when you get hit, it really is hitting you with more energy. So it is hitting harder. So for that, I mean, not to get on my judgment toolbox here, again, I'm on the fence about the whole BB weight thing. I think for good intentions for HPA users, definitely, because there's a lot of joule creep there. And even for people trying to take advantage of maybe putting black gas in their guns or doing things with gas gun, things like that to really power up the thing. But for AGs, within limits, especially at the limits that we're playing at, especially indoors, maybe just worried about 5 or 6 FPS, which really isn't that big of a deal. I know a limit's a limit, but that's about it. So yeah, just my 2 cents on that. But yes, short answer to your original question, you should be able to take it off. Just a little heat gun action or some boiling water or something, or talk to a tech and have them do it if you're not feeling comfortable. Well guys, that's it for questions this week, which means it is time for the Code Red Headset's video recommendation of the week. And this one, as always, we've been doing here recently in this little stretch, comes from you guys and your recommendations down there in the comment section. And this one, it comes from Brainidn, Weirauch. I'm probably have just slaughtered your name. Sorry about that. But if you guys remember the old podcast, you used to get a badge of honor. It was a total badge of honor to have your name slaughtered on the podcast when I asked your names. I've gotten better with my pronunciations here. So, but this one he writes in, I have a funny video to recommend. You should give it a watch. And he gives me the link. And this one's from a channel I actually already subscribed to. So when I clicked it, I was like, but I haven't watched it in a while. It's CarniK. Now, mind you, a little salty language. So if you guys don't like a little bit of profanity thrown in there, just skip this video. However, CarniK is probably one of the funniest gun-ish related channels out there on the internet. I really enjoy this stuff. The skits are awesome. And this one is like a World War II sniper training video, and it's actually got a lot of gun humor and stuff in it. So if you guys haven't checked this one out, definitely check out this video from CarniK and all of his videos. I mean, like I said, he's got some really good stuff. It's a quirky sense of humor. So some of you might get it. Some of you might go, Jonathan, man, this is pretty dumb. But if you do get it, definitely mash that subscribe button. I enjoy watching this stuff. And again, it always surprises me how, in relation to how I feel like he should be like way more popular than he is, I think he has like 104,000 subscribers. I figured he would have like 500,000 at this point or more, just because of the kind of the humor and the gun related nature of his videos. But anyway, I digress. If you guys want to watch the video, as always, you can click it over here over my shoulder, or I'll have a link in the description below to take you right on over to the channel. Well guys, that's it for this week. As always, thank you so very much for hanging out here with me and being so cool in the comment section below and helping each other out. You know I can't answer every single question, and that's why I love the fact that you guys do answer each other's questions down there and do help out and make it a fantastic community. And for the most part, 99% of you are freaking awesome down there, except for that 1%. I'm watching you. I know you're in that 1% group. I know, no, not you. Not you either. You, that's you. But the rest of you guys, you are freaking awesome. I love it. Coming up, a quick update before I get on out of here. I think we're 2 weeks away maybe, till I go to Taiwan with G&G. I'm super freaking excited about this, to get to go over for the camo show, which is gonna be like this huge celebration show. It's kind of like a SHOT Show, but regular people can go to it. So it's not just limited to the industry. Cannot wait. I'm gonna do like a tour of the G&G factory. I'm gonna go check out all the show. It's gonna be so much fun. And I'm gonna vlog the whole thing, so if you guys wanna watch, it's gonna be in the channel when I get back. I'm gonna start like cranking the videos out and cover everything I've done from like leaving LA all the way over and then coming back. And I'll keep you posted on the details as we get a little closer. Also, on my social media, I'll be doing some live updates. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week. And until then, go out, play some airsoft, get overseas to Taiwan and go play something. But no matter what you do, call your friggin' hits.